Here is a long YouTube script, no brackets, no stars, about the 1982 D Washington quarter dollar with strong storytelling, facts, and viral style, including the truth about value and the myth of $1.5 million. This small, ordinary coin sitting in your pocket could change your life forever. Today, we are talking about the 1982 D Washington quarter dollar, a coin that many people ignore, a coin that millions of people have seen but very few truly understand. And here is the shocking truth: some people online are claiming this coin is worth up to $1.5 million. But is that real or just hype? Let's uncover the real story first. Let's go back in time. The 1982 Washington quarter was minted in the United States during a very difficult economic period. America was facing a major recession. Unemployment was high and the government was cutting costs. Because of this, something unusual happened. For the first time in years, the U.S. Mint did not produce official uncirculated coin sets. That decision changed everything. Normally, collectors would get fresh, high-quality coins directly from the mint, but in 1982, that supply disappeared, and that created what experts call condition rarity. This means the coin itself is not rare, but finding one in perfect condition is extremely difficult. Now, let's talk about the 1982 D quarter specifically. The D mint mark means it was made in Denver. More than 480 million of these coins were produced. Coin trackers, so at first glance, it looks very common, and in most cases it is. If you have a normal worn 1982 D quarter, its value is only about 25 cents to maybe 50 cents. U.S. Coins Guide, yes, just pocket change. But here is where things get interesting. If your coin is in uncirculated condition, meaning it has nowhere at all, it can be worth a few dollars, sometimes even $10 or $20, depending on quality. Coin trackers. Now, we move into serious collector territory. If your coin is graded in very high mint state condition, we are talking about MS67 or higher, the value can jump to hundreds or even thousands of dollars. In fact, some top examples have sold for over $4,000. U.S. Coins Guide, and in extreme cases across all 1982 quarters, the very finest have reached over $10,000 coins value. But wait, there is more. The real jackpot comes from error coins. These are coins that were struck incorrectly during production, and collectors love them. Some of the most valuable 1982 quarter errors include off-center strikes, where the design is not properly aligned, double die errors where letters appeared doubled, coins struck on the wrong metal, and misaligned die errors. Some of these rare errors can sell for hundreds or even over $1,000 depending on rarity and condition. CoinValueLookup.com. Now, let's address the big question: can a 1982 D quarter really be worth $1.5 million? The honest answer: no. There is no verified sale or record of a 1982 D Washington quarter reaching anywhere near that price. Most of these viral claims are exaggerated clickbait videos or misunderstandings. Even the rarest known examples sell in the thousands, not millions. But here is the important part: that does not mean your coin is worthless, because value depends on three key things: condition, rarity, and errors. If you find a 1982 D quarter that looks brand new with sharp detail, strong shine, and no scratches, you might have something valuable. If you notice strange features like doubling off-center design or unusual thickness, you should definitely get it checked, because small details can mean big money. So before you spend that quarter, take a closer look. Use a magnifying glass. Check the mint mark. Examine the edges and letters, because hidden in your loose change could be a coin worth far more than 25 cents. Maybe not 1.5 million, but still enough to surprise you. And remember, the world of coin collecting is full of hidden treasures. You just need the knowledge to find them. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and keep checking your coins, because you never know, your next discovery might already be in your pocket. If you want, I can also make a more viral version with hooks, suspense, and thumbnail title ideas to boost views. Here is your long YouTube script, no brackets, no stars, engaging and realistic while addressing the 1.6 million claim clearly. This small coin might look completely ordinary, but what if I told you that some people believe a 1979 Washington quarter could be worth up to $1.6 million? Sounds unbelievable, right? Today, we are diving deep into the 1979 D Washington quarter, its history, its real value, and whether this million-dollar claim has any truth behind it. Let's start with the basics. The Washington quarter was first introduced in 1932 to honor George Washington. By 1979, this coin had already been in circulation for decades, and was a regular part of everyday American life. The 1979 D quarter was minted in Denver, which is why it carries the small D mint mark on the front of the coin. That D stands for the United States Mint Facility in Denver. In 1979, the United States was no longer using silver in its quarters like all quarters made after 1965. This coin is composed of copper and nickel. So, if you were hoping to find hidden silver value in this coin, that is not where the money is. But here is something interesting. Over 489 million 1979 D quarters were produced. That is a massive number, which means most of these coins are extremely common, and because they were made in such high quantities, most are only worth their face value of 25 cents. So where does the excitement come from? Why are people talking about huge values like $1.6 million? The answer comes down to two things: condition and errors. Let's talk about condition first. In coin collecting, condition is everything. Coins that have never been used in circulation are called uncirculated. These coins can have sharp details, strong luster, and almost no wear. A high-grade 1979 D quarter in near-perfect condition can sell for hundreds of dollars, and in rare cases even over $1,000. Depending on grading, collectors look for coins graded at the very top levels because those are extremely hard to find. Now, let's move on to the real treasure zone: error coins. This is where things get exciting. A mint error happens when something goes wrong during the coin production process, and these mistakes can make a coin very valuable. Some known errors for quarters like the 1979 D include off-center strikes where the design is not properly aligned, double die errors where the letters or numbers appear, doubled clip planchets where a piece of the coin is missing, and wrong planchet errors where the coin is struck on the wrong type of metal. These kinds of coins are rare, and collectors are willing to pay serious money for them. Some error coins can reach hundreds or even thousands of dollars, depending on how dramatic and rare the mistake is. Now, let's address the big claim: is there really a 1979 D Washington quarter worth $1.6 million? The honest answer is no. There is no verified auction record or professional grading confirmation showing a 1979 D quarter selling anywhere close to $1.6 million. That number is mostly a viral exaggeration or clickbait that spreads quickly online. Even the rarest and most perfect examples of this coin do not reach anywhere near that level. So, if you see headlines claiming your coin could make you a millionaire, always take a moment to double-check the facts. However, that does not mean your coin is worthless. Far from it. If you have a 1979 D quarter, you should still examine it carefully. Look for strong details and shine, which indicate better condition. Check closely for any unusual marks, doubling, or misalignment. And if you think you have something special, consider getting it evaluated by a professional grading service, because sometimes a small detail can make a big difference. In the end, the 1979 D Washington quarter is a great example of how everyday objects can carry hidden stories. It may not make you a millionaire, but it still represents a piece of history and a fascinating world of collecting. And who knows, the next coin you find might surprise you. So, keep checking your change, keep learning, and keep collecting, because value is not just about money. It is about discovery, history, and the thrill of the hunt. By here is your long YouTube script. No brackets, no stars. Based on real facts, engaging storytelling, and also addressing the viral claim of $1.7 million clearly and honestly. This coin could be sitting in your pocket right now, and you don't even realize it. Today, we are talking about the 1967 Washington quarter, and why some people believe it could be worth a fortune, even up to $1.7 million. But is that true, or just another internet myth? Let's find out the real history, the real value, and what makes this coin special. The 1967 Washington quarter is part of one of the most interesting periods in United States coin history. Back in the mid-1960s, America was facing a serious coin shortage. People were hoarding coins, especially silver ones, because silver prices were rising fast. So, in 1965, the government made a big decision. They removed silver from circulating quarters and switched to a copper-nickel-clad composition, rarest orc. That means your 1967 quarter is not silver at all. It is made mostly of copper with a nickel coating. At the same time, something unusual happened. The U.S. Mint removed all mint marks from coins between 1965 and 1967 to stop collectors from hoarding rare versions. U.S. Coins Guide. So, if your 1967 quarter has no mint mark, that is completely normal and not rare. In fact, over 1.5 billion of these coins were made, which means they are very common. Coin bin. Now, let's talk about the design. The coin features George Washington on the front, the first president of the United States. The design was created by John Flanagan and has been used since 1932. On the back, you see the iconic eagle with arrows and olive branches, symbolizing strength and peace. Simple, classic, and instantly recognizable now. Here comes the big question: how much is a 1967 quarter actually worth? If you have a normal circulated coin, the value is usually just 25 cents. Yes, just its face value. 1967 quarter worth. If the coin is in better condition, meaning uncirculated, it can be worth a few dollars, maybe up to $10 or $20, depending on quality. Some high-grade coins in near-perfect condition have sold for hundreds or even thousands of dollars. In rare cases, top-graded examples have reached several $1,000s at auction. U.S. coins value. There are also special versions called SMS coins, which stands for Special Mint Set. These were made with better quality and can be worth more, sometimes up to a few $100s. Now, let's talk about what really makes this coin valuable. Error coins are where the real money is. If your 1967 quarter has a minting mistake, it could be worth much more. Some examples include double die errors, where the text looks doubled off center, strikes where the design is misaligned, clip planchets where part of the coin is missing, or even coins struck on the wrong metal. These rare errors can push the value into hundreds or even thousands of dollars, depending on rarity and condition. U.S. coins value. But now we need to address the big claim: is there a 1967 quarter worth $1.7 million? The honest answer is no. There is no verified sale or record of a 1967 Washington quarter selling anywhere near $1.7 million. That number is mostly clickbait or misinformation spreading online. Even the rarest known examples of this coin sell for thousands, not millions. So if someone tells you your 1967 quarter is worth millions, be very careful. Always verify with professional coin grading services. So what should you look for in your coin? Check the condition. Is it shiny and well preserved? Look closely for unusual errors or strange features. Weigh the coin and inspect the edge to confirm it matches normal specifications. And most importantly, do not assume that no mint mark means rare, because for 1967, that is completely normal. In conclusion, the 1967 Washington quarter is a fascinating piece of history. It represents a time of change when silver was removed and the U.S. Mint adapted to a coin shortage. While most of these coins are only worth face value, a few rare ones can still be valuable treasures. So next time you get change, don't ignore it. You might not find $1 million coin, but you could still discover something special. And that is what makes coin collecting so exciting. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and check your pocket change, because history might be hiding right in your hands.